what up, y'all? Just cruising, almost home. Thought I'd make a video. I want to talk about feminism and why I think feminism, well, not why I think, but why I know feminism is the fault of men. You got these, going way back into the women's suffrage movement. You got these women that felt like they needed to vote. Why is that? And I think it's because the men weren't doing their job. They weren't leading. If a man leads, then the woman will want to follow. That's just a fact. It's always been a fact. If a man's not leading, then a woman's gonna try to be her own leader. That's understandable. So you got women's suffrage movement. Women earn the right to vote, which I think is a fraudulent election. I mean, you're telling me that women won the right to vote in an election that they weren't even allowed to vote in the 1950s? I doubt that, but maybe. I don't know. That seems, you know how I feel about elections, so I don't buy that. But either way, going into the 60s, you got the sexual revolution, free love, all that. That wasn't women that started that. That was men. That was the boomers. They started that. The drugs, the music. They just wanted pussy, so they put up with it. So that created a whole problem. Going into the 70s, you got the real beginnings of the abortion movement, Roe v. Wade. And you got to understand, when these women were with these boomer males who were partying and listening to Led Zeppelin and taking acid and not taking anything seriously, and they got pregnant by these men, how are they supposed to feel? It was all backwards from the beginning. So I think that all that started because of men, and then progressively all the way until now, men have just allowed it to happen. It starts with fathers. And if a woman has a good father and is raised with the right values, she's protected. She's not going to feel the need to be her own leader. And when she's of age, she's going to marry a man that resembles her father. And the power transferred from the father to the husband. And, brothers are important too. Brothers are supposed to protect sisters. So these women need to be protected. We can't be blaming women for feminism. It's a natural response to gamma male behavior. When you got these males that are watching porn and jerking off all day, arguing in comments online, just being total cucks. I mean, what do you expect? It's a natural response for the women. And we can't hold women accountable for decisions that they aren't supposed to make in the first place. We're supposed to make the decisions. Women are supposed to be in the home. But you can't expect a woman to be in the home if the man's not providing a home for her. So yeah, she's going to want to get a check from the government. Yeah, she's going to want to have an abortion because the idiot that got her pregnant can't take care of them. So, man, we got to step it up. Because if we don't want this feminism stuff, then we have to lead. We have to be the providers. We have to make them feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, that does matter. I'm tired of this men's right movement shit. That's what is that? Andrew Tate, all that bullshit. That's feminism for men. Fuck that. That's just whiny complaining, you know, we don't need these hoes, all that shit. Western women suck. Why do you think Western women suck? Y'all did it. If you want a good woman, you gotta make a good woman. A father has to raise a good woman. I don't think it's productive to run around call these women that were tricked into getting abortions through a lifetime of propaganda. We're running around calling them murderers and stuff. What does that solve? What does that solve at all? Nothing. We have to provide for the women. We have to educate the women, and we have to show them a better way. Because this ain't working. I think if more women were raised by good fathers, then they would find good men, they would have children, and this feminism stuff would just go away. But men out there, reject all that men's rights shit. That's evil. That's feminism for men. You don't want that. You take the burden, you take accountability, you take responsibility of that woman and the children, and stop putting it all on the women, because it ain't their fault. We did it to them. There ain't no other way out. So we gotta step it up. Stop letting these conservative commentators, content creators, whatever the fuck they call themselves, stop letting them just, you got all the Ben Shapiro's of the world, going to college campuses and arguing with these purple-haired liberals who are clearly they got mental problems. They weren't raised by good fathers. They've never had a solid man in their life. And you got these conservatives like Ben Shapiro going out and making money off of them, making fun of them. What does that solve? That's gamma behavior. That's the behavior that started all of this from the beginning. Don't let the women take responsibility for that. Own up. It's bullshit. I'm sick of all these weak men just pointing and blaming every one of their problems on somebody else. Oh, they did this. The government did this. The Western women did this. Hollywood did this. The porn industry did this. Why does the porn industry exist? Because you watch it. They don't make you watch it. Just straighten up and act right, I'm about sick of all the finger pointing, and if you want a solution, there's your solution. Be a man. Have a good day, y'all.